Hi, my name is Alyssa or Cryptic Sirena on Instagram and YouTube, and I think TikTok too. Um, and today I just want to yap a little bit with you guys about art. So, I've just kind of been doing this thing lately where I'm trying to post my unfinished stuff so that it can motivate me in a way to finish. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Will I finish by the end of this video? I don't know, but I might, and we're gonna talk about it. I don't know if anybody else has this problem or whatever, but I think it has something to do with the fact that I have a Saturn in Aries in my first house, and basically, what that means for any non-astrology folk or astrology folk is that sometimes I love to go for it. I get this burst of inspiration or energy. I'm a Pisces sun, by the way, and Mercury. And what that makes me do is start art. I want to create something. But then with that Saturn energy, it's kind of like a slowing down or a limit on that. So I feel like in a way, that energy kind of makes me start but not finish certain things. And art unfortunately became that. Fortunately and unfortunately, because I feel like I just came into this acceptance or surrender or knowing whatever it is that like the stuff that I get down for, like down on myself for, like I'll talk down on myself for it, is something that is actually working for me in divine timing. And what I mean by that is let me go back actually. I found out that the Mona Lisa took like 5 years or more to make. Actually, I just Googled it right now, and it was more than 5 years. It was like 19 years, and he was, I guess you could say it was unfinished even. Like he was working on it till he died. And like before then, I just had so many projects lined up that I just put off to the side because I just lost inspiration or an idea or just was intimidated by what I wanted in a way. Damn, that sounds kind of deep. And yeah, so those that made me not finish, and I began to see it as, well, maybe I'm not supposed to finish it for a reason. You know, maybe down the line, I'm going to come to a certain realization about something, and it'll make me finish all those things at once. And I feel like I'm allowing that to happen now, like as a form of evolvement of my Saturn and Aries energy. And yeah, so I'm working on it. I'm working on finishing something, guys. I'm working on it. And so I started this guy in 2020. It's 2025 now, and I have had like everything and like all that white, just plain white, done for literally like 4 or 5 years within that five. And I just didn't freaking work on it. I think I did most of this all in like a span of 2 days, and then I just dropped it and I started a bunch of other stuff that I'll show right now. And yeah, but I just kept looking at this girl and looking at this girl, being like, dang, she wants to be finished now, and I don't know how to do it. And I started off by coloring, by painting this like black, these white areas, to maybe like make like stars or something out of it. And then I just kept looking at it and looking at it, like obviously again still unfinished, and I was just like, something feels wrong. Something just feels freaking wrong with it. So I just again put it down. And this was, I believe, 2024. 2025 hits. I barely come into a realization of what I want for this. And the realization is actually really freaking simple, and I'm not going to say it until I finish it. But, why am I frustrating myself with this? Ultimately, it's because when we're on a path in life, I'm about to get deep with this for no freaking reason. When we're on a path in life, we think it's like an A to B thing, when really, like, and this is like an A to B thing, when really I was supposed to take detours on detours on detours with a bunch of other styles, a bunch of different other, I don't know, ways of art that I hadn't experienced. Like, it took me 6 years to find out I love oil painting. This isn't oil, but I like it. I found that out, and I don't know. I think I just really wanted to share this, one, to give me more motivation to finish, and two, to let others know, like, don't get down on yourself, man, about your art. Like, it's gonna come together when it's meant to, and you don't need to trip about it. You don't need to get yourself down about it. It's, I did too. I did my time with that, and ultimately I found out that it wasn't getting me anywhere. If anything, it was stopping me from creating more art, because I'm like, why am I not doing what I'm supposed to do? Why am I not in this place that I want to be at, both in my art and in life? And ultimately, like, divine timing. We're all going to find our place when we're meant to find it. Some people find it a lot earlier, especially when I look to, like, Instagram or like my peers or whatever. And yeah, I'm getting really deep with this. But ultimately, here to say, like, you are where you're meant to be. You could be like one thought, one flowing action away from knowing where you want to go. And yeah, trust the freaking process. Ultimately, I know what I want for this girl. I know what I want for myself a little bit more than I did when I started her. And I think that's why I am just now getting to finishing. And yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be kind of funny. I might do this actually just to mess with y'all, but that'd be hella funny if I just said the whole thing and I just left you on a cliffhanger and didn't show you what it looked like. Okay, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna stop yapping and just do the damn thing now, because I finally got the inspiration. So yeah, maybe I'll see you when I finish it. Maybe I won't, and you won't see it at all. Bye. Okay, hello, we're back. It's been a couple of days. I didn't actually end up finishing that painting that night. But yeah, I mean, it's taken like 5 years. What's 2, 3 more days? You know what I mean? So she is finished now. And I'm really happy about it. I'm excited about it. And yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit, I guess, about the process at the end, because I had a really weird experience that I hadn't had before with my art. And I don't know, I just felt called to share it, I guess. But me personally, as a being in this lifetime, have experienced a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety. And I realized in finishing this piece that it even seeped into the way I flow with my art, and it kind of just tripped me out a little bit. But the closer and closer I got to being done with this, I realized that I was getting anxiety. Like, I just felt my heart beating a bit faster with, like, every stroke that was getting closer to the end, especially in those like last couple ones, I felt like it was just getting more and more. And I started to contemplate this after I decided that I was done. And when I did decide I was done, I still felt that. I still felt like a kind of nausea feeling, or just like, I don't know, really up, and like I have to move or something to get this energy out of me because I'm done now. And I realized that this also could have been something that was hindering me from finishing so many pieces in a way. Stay with me. um, but yeah, I feel like so many of my pieces that I've done over the years, part of it is because I'm still learning on my own. I'm not going to school for art or anything. I'm self taught. And I feel like, what was I going to say? A lot of my pieces, I would just like, again, like I said earlier in the video, I would start, feel really good about them, and then just drop it and start something else because I got another bout of inspiration elsewhere, you know, and I just wouldn't come back to things for a really long time, including this, of course. I feel like a big part of that was, one, I didn't know how to continue it. The more I started working with other styles and like more abstract styles of flow, I eventually got this, right? But I realized, back to the anxiety, sorry, um, that my anxiety kind of put pressure on me in a way to where I would just keep thinking, it's not enough. It's not enough. Like, I need to keep doing something to make this piece enough. And ultimately, that's like something I guess I feel about myself. I realized in finishing this piece that I kind of see myself as something that needs to keep being worked on to be good enough and stuff, when that's really not the freaking case. And yeah, I feel like this piece was just kind of showing me that, or like pushing me to finish something and see it as enough, even when my racing mind is telling me it's not. I feel like what really led me to feel finished was like how I was feeling in my body, and like the emotion it was bringing out of me in the moment, which was honestly like kind of blissful joy that I hadn't felt in a very long time. And it kind of tripped me out because I was like, dang, I kind of been feeling like this with like by finishing other pieces when I hadn't. But ultimately, it was, I feel, a big thing, my anxiety telling me it's not enough, something's not enough, and that ultimately had to give. And I had to show and tell myself that it was enough, and it is, and I love it. I don't know. I feel like a lot of artists will always kind of see things that they want to tweak and stuff in their art, maybe like the day later or years down the line. But I feel like I'm finding a power in myself to say enough is enough, and it's great the way it is. And there's power in that. Power I didn't realize I had. But I got it. And yeah. So that was my experience with this girl. Don't know what I'm naming her yet. But yeah, I'm happy about it. And I hope you guys are too. If you're not, I don't really give a shit. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of it. And yeah, I hope that you guys create something today and treat yourselves kindly because you deserve it. All right, bye. 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 Yeah.
Oh my god. He's so cute.